next 24 hours, what are you expecting going into tomorrow's game against the Canadiens?
Well, Whitey's going to play, so it's good to have him back. Obviously, he's going to need some time to adjust. It's been, forever since he's played. And you can practice and you can do drills and you can do all the stuff you want, but when you get out there and you're stuck out at the end of a shift and you can't mimic that fatigue or game situations, so you got to be patient. Even if he comes out and he's the best player tomorrow, there's going to be lulls here over the next little bit, but we got to be patient.
A tangible sense in the locker room that the group is pretty excited to get him back. Obviously, should be.
Yeah, for sure. Just he's one of the guys that's been here and he's been around all year and hasn't played. So, he's excited. It'll give us some energy, which we'll need. Montreal's coming. Their best streak of the year, 4 games in a row, playing really well, beating some good teams in St. Louis and Toronto and then Buffalo. Unfortunately we didn't get them when they were maybe beat up a little bit, but like I said, it's better for us. We want to see everyone's best. It's better for our development.
TJ, when Colin White went out, obviously in the last couple of months, your center ice positions kind of evolved. Stützle is in there now. Pinto when he comes back. Do you anticipate maybe using any of these last 32 games to give Colin White a look on the right side as a winger?
He will get some shifts on the right side tomorrow, possibly up with Tkachuk and Timmy. Certain situations late in games or late in a period, he can play both, but certainly he will get some looks on the wing. I just think for practice it's a lot harder to play center, and I wanted him to get those reps in. If he has to go to the wing, we'll use him there.
What's kind of your checklist, I guess, for a player that's going to play center in your system? Where it seems like we're well into the era now where really that position seems to only apply on the defensive side of things. What do you look for in a player that's going to play up the middle for you?
Well, first off, you got to look at face-offs over time. What's your face-off percentage? Can you handle the defensive zone responsibilities? And then obviously, creating offense is great, but you can't create offense if you can't break the puck out. And I think one of the things that Timmy gives us really well, better than anyone we have, is his ability to skate through the middle of the ice, break the puck out, and create offense from that position. I think if you watch, I'm watching Matthews last night, leading the league in goals. The way he creates offense through the middle and skates is something you're looking for. I think you always feel you can teach defense, but the ability to make plays and skate and do all those things, those are talents.
DJ, when Colin White has been successful, what is he doing to have success?
Whitey plays hard, scores in ugly areas. He'll get on the net, he gets tips, falls on the goalie, trying to score. He's willing to go to ugly areas, and he gets some of those goals. And that's not for everyone in this league. And, it's easy to stay on the outside and shoot bucks and you'll score sometimes, but you'll go through long droughts. And when you're a guy that's willing to go to the inside, you're going to get some ugly ones. And that's going to keep you from going for long stretches without scoring. And I think Whitey's shown that he doesn't have any fear to go there.
That includes power play, I assume. He gets some power play time in those kinds of areas.
Yeah, he's good. He'll get on the goalie, and he'll tip pucks. He's not, he might, every once in a while one's going to hit him, but he's not afraid. To stand in there. So, and then he's going to help with the right side faceoffs. Just a whole bunch. He's an NHL player and a guy that's played in the league. And we've had so many guys up and down this year. It'll be good just to get a guy back that understands the league.
Josh Norris is getting more and more reps. How's he tracking right now?
Well, he looked like the best player out there today. He was flying, scoring goals. I was just joking with one of the guys. But he didn't play 10 games in 16 days. So that's a good thing for us, is when he comes back, he's going to be fresh. Like I've said many times before, unless he's absolutely 1,000%, I'm not putting him out there. So when he's at that point in his mind, in our trainers, then he'll play. But your mind is the biggest thing, is you have to know where you're at mentally. Once you've checked that off, then you can go back and play. And until that happens, he's not going to play.
Is that just why there's no timetable right now? Because it's a about him being mentally comfortable?
No, it's the timeline we had kind of scheduled at the start anyways, and then sometimes, guys beat the timeline or not. I think right now it's the feeling out process of practicing, banging into people, doing all those things. And like I said, until he's at the point where he knows for sure that he's back to where he was, I'm not going to put him out there, and we're not going to put him in that risk.
Is there any update you can give us on Shane Pinto?
Pin skated today. Again, same scenario. He's further back than these guys. Or I think originally our hope was that we'd get him in April. So I don't know how much has changed from that. I didn't really get the update today. Again, if he's not exactly where we got him, have him, we're not going to put him out there. But I think one of the things would be nice to get him back for at least some games because mentally going into the summer, you're back, and you're training and you're back. If you don't play a game, which could happen, you go throughout the summer wondering, if you get a couple of these games in, at the end, you're back, and then you move on kind of mentally. So that's kind of where I'm at. But again, if he's not where he has to be, he won't play.
I know you haven't had a chance to play the Habs this season, so maybe you haven't been scouting them as much, but is there anything particular that you're seeing lately? Just that, obviously, they seem like a different team under Marty Simmons.
Goaltending. Look at their goaltending in the games that they lost. Their numbers, I think, are the worst in the league, and now their goalies are making saves. So as much as they're playing better, there's a lot of nights they've got good players over there, and the puck just kept going in the net. I mean, Carey Price got hurt, Allen got hurt. You're bringing guys in all the time. On paper, if you look at them, it's not a bad hockey team. And that just shows you how important goaltending is in this league.